Hi, I'm now recording Cost Accounting Unit 3 for the BCom CA students in the third semester. The Unit 3 part basically focuses on labor, system of wage payment, idle time, control over idle time, labor turnover, overhead, classification of overhead, allocation, and observation of overhead. Labor. This is the cost incurred in the form of remuneration paid to the employees or labor of the organization. The workforce required to convert material into finished product is called labor. It can be direct or indirect. Direct labor. The portion of wages and salaries which can be identified and charged to a single cost unit. Indirect labor cannot be directly related with the production of specific goods or service. Example, foreman, storekeeper, timekeeper, etc. Departments involved in labor cost control and reduction. 1. Personnel department. 2. Engineering department. 3. Timekeeping department. 4. Payroll department. And 5. Cost accounting department. Compensation and incomes. Compensation can be of two types, monetary and non-monetary. Monetary includes salary, overtime wages, commission, provident fund, bonus, and pension. Non-monetary includes education for children, free parking, food, medical facility, company parties, training opportunities, and recognition. Records regarding labor costs. Timekeeping records. In timekeeping system, maintaining record of each worker's time in and time out during regular working period. In this basic aim is responsible for recording the attendance time of each worker accurately. Methods of timekeeping: clock cards, disk method, attendance records. 2. Booking records. In this time booking records system, maintain the records. Number 2 is time booking records. In timekeeping system, maintaining the records of each worker's productive time spent by the workers in the factory. Methods of time booking: daily time sheet, weekly time sheets, job ticket, labor cost card, time and job card, idle time card. Methods of wages payment. System of wage payment includes 3. 1. Time wage rate system. 2. Piece wage rate system. 3. Incentive wage rate system. Wage systems. A system of wage payment which takes care of both, that is, providing guarantee of minimum wages as well as offering incentive to efficient workers, helps to motivate the workers to a great extent. The following are the various methods of payment of wages: remuneration in time basis, remuneration on piece work, bonus systems, indirect monetary incentives, that is profit sharing, co-partnerships, non-monetary incentives like job security, social and general welfare, sports, medical facilities, etc. Remuneration on time basis. The wages is measured on the basis of unit of time, that is hourly, daily, weekly or monthly. The formula is as follows. Earnings is equals to hours worked multiplied with rate per hour. Example, if a worker is paid $10 per hour and has spent 300 hours during a particular month in a factory, his wages will be 300 multiplied by $10 is equals to $3,000. Advantages. It is simple and easy to calculate. It provides a regular and stable income to the worker and thus creates a sense of security. It is beneficial to the average as well as the below average workers. Disadvantages. This leaves no incentive for an efficient worker. And inefficient as well as efficient workers are paid the same wages under this method. Since the orders are certain about their wages, they may consume more time for producing the same quantity. Remuneration on piecework. Under this system, wages are paid on the basis of production. The formula is as follows. Earnings is equal to number of unit produced multiplied with rate per unit. Example, if a worker is paid $15 per unit and he produces 20 units in 7 hours, the total wages will be calculated as 20 multiplied with $15. 20 into $15 is equals to $300. Remuneration on piecework. 1. Straight piece rate. In this method, rate per unit is fixed. This method thus offers a very strong incentive to the workers. 2. Differential piece rates. Under these methods, the rate per standard per hour of production is increased as the output level rises. In other words, a worker is paid higher wages for higher productivity as an incentive. Advantages. The system encourages greater efficiency. No payment is required for the idle time. The fixed overheads are reduced with the increase in output. The work is completed more quickly and time wasting is discouraged. Disadvantages. The quality of work may deteriorate. The overwork on the parts of the workers is likely to result in ill health. This may not be fair when the production is halted because of shortage of materials, machinery, breakdown. Illustration. From the following particulars, calculate the earnings of workers X and Y and also comment on the labor cost. Within brackets, under Toiler, TOYLOR, Toiler differential piece rate system. You have to calculate under this system. The details are standard time allowed 20 units per hour, normal time rate rupees 30 per hour, differential to be applied, 80% of piece rate when below standard, 120 of piece rate at or above standard. In a particular day of 8 hours, X produces 140 units while Y produces 165 units. The solution to the above problem. Standard production per day is 20 units. 8 hours is equals to 160 units. Worker X produces 140 units, which means he is below standard and will get wages at 80% of the annual price rate. Normal piece rate is equals to rupees 30 per hour divided by 20 units is equals to rupees 1.5 per unit. 80% of the normal piece rate is equals to rupees 1.20 per unit. Earnings is equal to rupees 1.20 multiplied by 140 units is equal to rupees 168. Y is earnings. Y has produced more than the standard production of 160 units, and hence he will get wages at 120% of the normal piece rate. Normal piece rate is equals to rupees 300 per hour divided by 20 units is equals to rupees 1.50 per unit. 120% of the normal piece rate is equals to 1.80 per unit. Earnings is equals to rupees 1.80 into 165 units is equals to rupees 297. I stop here, and with part that was part 1 of unit 3, and then I will in my next recording record part 2 of unit 3 of cost accounting, where we look at incentive wage rate system, etc. Thank you.